Hello, this is Kiki's Diary, and today I want to share with you a little kind of tool or exercise that often helps me to get myself out of the trouble, which is my own self. So have you realized how it's always so easy for us to give advices to other people? You know, like when a friend comes to you with a problem and you're like immediately see the solution and what they should do about it, because it's just always easier, to see from the outside. But when things come to our own lives, we always get confused, emotional. We feel like we are totally lost and there's no way out of this situation. That happens to me really often. I am always good at giving advices. I'm super very logical. For me, it's always very clear what is the problem there. If somebody comes, like of my friend comes to me, and like share their story or whatever. But when things comes to my own things, and I'm an Aries, like I get very emotional, and in my thoughts, my overthinking, I'm biggest drama queen, and in my thoughts, in my head, I'm very impulsive. So for me to get super emotional, it's just like this, and so easy to get myself overthinking. And it often happens to me that in my mind I'm just like ready to burn all shit down and just like disappear, without trying to fix or figure the problem. Even I just want to like fuck everything and like done. So for me it's very important to catch myself, to hold myself before I get myself in even bigger trouble, to just kind of step back. Because when things comes to about our own problems, not someone else's, what happens is that our feelings, they usually get on the way, and we get very attached to the outcome. And that's why it's very hard for us sometimes to see the obvious things, to be this clear person that sees better from the outside. So this is the exercise that I want to kind of share with you, that often, really almost always when I use it, it helps me. It's like my tool basically to kind of like save my own self from getting into bigger trouble. So what I do is I just write down. You can write down in your journal, you can type or text a message, or even make like a voice message to your own self, like in your WhatsApp, or to your own phone number in the messenger or whatever, and just tell everything like how you will tell it to your best friend, when you share your feelings, when you share what things that you don't understand, everything, basically everything, how you would put it on to your like friend, and without any filtering, just put it out there, write it down just how it is, and try to read this or listen this voice message again, but this time pretending like it's not your problem, pretending like it's not your story. Imagine it's your friend who sent this to you, and try to read or listen to these words, to this story, like if you were not emotionally attached to this, like if it's not your story at all. What would you advise her or him? What is it? And for me, it really works perfectly, because then you immediately start to understand that it's actually not even such a big deal anymore. And it's, things just become more obvious, kind of thing. But, give this advice to your own self, like you're giving advice to your friend. Like how you would literally advise to your friend if your friend told you this story, if your friend shared with you this problem or whatever. Like from yourself, like who you are, like really with a cold mind. I don't know if there's such a saying in English. In Russia we say, like with the cold head, with the cold mind. Just try to see this problem clearly without any attachment. What would you tell her? What would you tell him? And it really works. And for me, I use this exercise, I use this tool often, and it doesn't matter if my problem is something that I'm going through, like in my relationship, in my work, in my friendship. If it's something that is just like my own shit, like my overthinking about stuff and so on, it really does helps a lot. And next time when you are feeling a little bit lost, confused in your own situation, and you feel like there is no way out, try this. Try and be your best friend and advise yourself like you're advising your best friend, just stepping back and looking at the situation as being from outside, like outsider. And let me know if you ever done this and if this is work, because I know there's a lot of exercises like this they use in psychology, and I think it makes a lot of sense. So yeah, don't think. Bye.